Okay, so today I'm going to observe the tiebreak between Kristina Solovyova and Dadal Kritinel. Um, so they scored 6 of 7 in our chess tournament, and I'm going to show what will happen in their games. Okay, so hope you can. Okay, you can see uh, they're going to play on Lichess on this website. Okay, I have also a message. Okay, fine. So what else is the link? Okay, so Dadal is here, but there is no Christina yet. Okay, fine. So there is. Okay, so now she's online, and we are about to start. Okay. Okay, so we're just waiting until someone sends a challenge, and they'll start playing. Actually, yeah, I have no ideas who gonna win because the players are of the approximately the same strength. So now let's look at their profiles. So this is Christina's profile. So Dadal has a really good rating. So his rapid is about 1800 and classical is almost the same, but he played only several games there. But his blitz rating is 1600. His feeder rating is 1400. He is from Romania. And now Christina's account, her blitz is 17. So her blitz rating is 1700. So classical is higher, but actually it's only 9 games. Priscilla just asks me which color she is going to play. It doesn't really matter because they are going to play 2 games with 15 plus 10 time control. And then if the score is equal, they are going to play 2 blitz games with 3 plus 2. And if again the score will be equal, they are going to play Armageddon. It's a game when white has 5 minutes, black has 4 minutes, but if black makes a draw, black is considered to be a winner. Okay. Actually, it's an easy task to create a challenge. For example, you click here. No, let's say I'll send the challenge to Kenneth Chan. Then you click here. And then you choose standard 15 plus 10 rated, and then you choose the color or random like that. Click on it, and then you're going to play with this player. Okay, so they're not playing yet. Okay, so finally they started. Okay, so Christine is playing with white pieces, so she did c3 move, which is a lapping variation. So e6 is considered to be a mistake. d5 or knight f6 were two the most popular options, because if now white plays d4 in this position, then d5 e5 black has to play French defense, which is not in their favor. Moreover, d4 d5 e takes d5 is one of the best options. However, if you're playing this position, I would play e5 here, e5 and French defense, because They don't. I mean, I'm not sure if Black knows how to play this position properly. Of course, he gonna do this. Then knight f3, f6. This is not a good move. Here, bishop d7 is the main move that is considered to be the most strong. What other options? Queen b6 is a good option. If I'm not mistaken, knight g7 is a possible move. However, I'm expecting Nadal to play f6 in this position, which is not a good choice at all. Not now. For example, bishop d7, bishop e2 probably, and then f6. Then I think it would work. So, however, in this position, knight g7 is another good choice. This is what I know, because I played French defense for many years, maybe for 15 years even, because this is what my coach taught me to play. He was not really a strong player. He was about 2100 FIDE rating. So he taught me to play French defense, and this is what I did. But actually, I prefer to play more sharp positions like Sicilian defense. Like I prefer when there are a lot of tactics and calculations in this position. So c takes d4, c takes d4. I think it's in white favor because now white can develop the knight to c3. And actually, if bishop b4, then knight c3 is good. I'm not sure. So what do you think, by the way? Okay, knight g7. That's not a good choice. Knight c3. Knight c3 should be played. Knight c3, knight f5, knight a4, queen a5, bishop d2, bishop b4, and bishop c3. That's the best option, I believe. Okay, so she played knight a3. Another possible move in this position, because after knight f5, then just knight c2 is fine. And if bishop b4 check, king goes to f1. So Christina is my student, and we analyzed this position several times. So you see knight f5, knight c2. Yeah, knight c2, exactly. So I believe Nadal gonna play bishop b4, check, and then king f1 is a good move. Then g4, king goes to g2, probably. So the pawn is successfully defended, but the problem is that that's not actually the best position for the knight. However, it's fine. This bishop is bad and can compensate. Moreover, this knight can be always chased with g4. Bishop e7. So yeah, g4. Or actually h4, h4, h5. And then b4, if I'm not mistaken. No, not b4. She can castle, by the way. Yeah, castle. Castle is one of the options. Castle h5 and then b4. Yeah, I think this is the best choice. So why h5? Because after, if white castles and h5 is not played, let's say black castles, then g4, knight goes to h4, knight h4, bishop h4, then probably g5 to trap the bishop, one of the ideas. The other idea is just to play f4. So white castles. Okay, so she castled, which is normal move. So, and now g4 immediately, the strongest move, because knight goes to h4, knight h4, bishop h4, and g5 can be played. So then f6 is maybe the only choice. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen. Yeah, g4, exactly. So knight h6, bishop h6, it's obvious. Then the king is really weak. So here, then knight takes, bishop takes, and f4, one of the options. The other one is just to play g5. So let's calculate knight h4, bishop h4, and then g5. And what to do? What do you think? How black can save his bishop, because it's kind of, maybe it's trapped. What do you think? Oh, probably f6 should be played. Okay, so knight h4, knight takes h4, bishop h4. And then what? Would she play g5 or what? Because f4 is another good move. Because g5, f6, that's the problem. We can't trap it. So probably e takes f6, g takes f6. But g5, yeah, g5, f6, f4. If so, then f takes e5, f takes e5, knight takes e5. But then I think the bishop can be trapped. No, f6 is the only move, I think. What else to do? f6, f4. No. f6, maybe e takes, g takes. And then bishop d3. Looks good, actually. But then bishop takes g5. Bishop takes g5, f takes g5, queen h5. No, I don't like this position for white. So f6 now, then what to do? Maybe g takes, and something like bishop d3 might work, but then f5. Oh, by the way, the pawn is not hanging here, because then bishop e3 can be played every time. There is no good move. Okay, so if the bishop is on d3, the pawn is not hanging, because bishop e3. And the knight can't go to these two squares. They are under attack. Queen d8. If queen d8, then f4, of course. Yeah, f4. And if f6, bishop d3, I think is the best choice. F takes g5 after that, and queen h5. Then g6. Okay, so f4, f6, bishop d3, f takes g5, queen h5, g6. Yeah, okay. So bishop d3 now. Bishop f5, bishop d3, I mean, f takes g5. Queen h5, let's say g6, bishop takes g6, h takes g6, queen takes g6, king h8. And then I believe something like king h1 with the idea to get the rook there. Maybe white is winning. What else do we have in this position? Oh, she took with the pawn. That makes sense, by the way. And then maybe this move. And actually queen g4, oh no, queen g4, e5. Bishop d3, f takes g5, queen h5. Oh yeah, then we attack the pawn, and then f takes g5 can be played. The bishop is trapped. All right, so bishop d3, f takes g5. Right, f takes g5, queen h5, threatening a checkmate. Let's say queen e7, f takes g5. The bishop is trapped. Then let's say rook f1, bishop f1, and the bishop can't escape. The h5, the g5 pawn is well protected. So queen e8. But queen e8 is a bad move, then just queen g4. e5, queen h4. Queen g4, f takes g5, f takes g5, rook f1, bishop f1. Yeah, so she's winning a piece, a bishop. Also, she's threatening with g takes f6 right now. E5, queen h4, e4. Let's just retreat to e2, for example. Why not? White is a piece up. What black can do in this position to be able to save it? Looks like nothing. F takes g5, f takes g5. What about bishop f2? Rook f2, rook f2, king f2, and what? Some checks, but they won't work. e5, then let's just move the queen somewhere. No, I think black is losing in this position. F takes g5, where white is fine here. Yeah, so black might trade the rooks, but then either bishop f1 or actually king f1. Yeah, bishop f1 is fine. Yeah, that's fine. Queen g6. Okay, that makes sense. But it doesn't really help to succeed. No, at least 91 works. Yeah, it was better to capture here with the king, so I didn't notice queen g6. Knight attack. Well, maybe 93 is fine. No, 91? Yeah, 91 bishop e1. Oh, so if bishop moves, then bishop goes to e1. So looks like black find a way to save his position. Oh my god, really? Okay, queen g6 was a really good move. So bishop f1 was a mistake. The bishop, it's better for the bishop to stay there, king f1, and then, for example, check on f8 or check on f7 won't give anything to black. Now black has chances to save a piece. Knight e1 cannot be played. It's a pity. Knight a3, maybe knight b5. Queen e4 actually helps to save. So it looks like the best option in this position is to play probably something like that. Or just take here, let them take here, and then play bishop e3. Oh, maybe knight e3. Bishop e1 then. No. What about queen g2? Kind of a temporary defense. Yeah, maybe this is the best move. Then h6. G takes h6. One extra pawn. So probably queen g2 is the best option. Oh no, she took. Then queen c2, and then probably bishop f4. Yeah, bishop f4, queen b2, rook d1. If knight goes to d4, no, it's not so good. d4 is a weakness. Maybe b3, bishop f8. Oh, bishop a3 with the idea to... Oh no, we can't checkmate on f8 in this position. So it's difficult to suggest a good move. Because after bishop f4, knight d4 is coming. So if bishop f3, queen b2, I just don't want to sacrifice a pawn, but maybe we should. Okay, so let's sacrifice. Bishop e3, queen b2, rook d1 then. This pawn is not hanging. And bishop d3 is coming soon. Oh, wait. Bishop e3, queen b2. And then bishop d3. This is what may work. Queen takes a1. King goes to g2. Queen goes b2. Bishop f2. Bishop f2, knight d4. No, not bishop f2. King h3. No, there is a check. Okay. King g3, if so. That might work. King f8, probably. g6. Oh, that's a really nice combination where white can sacrifice a piece. So white can sacrifice a rook on a1. That's the point of this combination. So somehow this move should be played. b3, b3, queen c3, this is what I don't like. g6, queen g6 with a check. Looks like bishop e3 is the best option. Even after queen b2, it's not required to sacrifice the material. Let's just play rook e1 or something like that. I would play, so bishop e3, queen b2, rook d1. Queen c2? No, that's not a good move. Probably bishop e3, queen b2, queen b2. Then what? Then g6. Oh, I found it. Okay, guys, please. Bishop e3, queen b2, g6. Threatening to checkmate on queen h7, queen f7. Black has to take. Then queen f6, another tricky move. And he captures here. Oh my god, and I can't play bishop h6, threatening a checkmate on g7. Because then just queen d4. Okay, it won't work. It won't work. Okay, bishop a3, queen b2, g6, h takes g6. And then rook d1. This is what should be played in this position. Queen e4. No, that's not the strongest move, I think. At least it stops e5, but actually either queen f5 or queen e4 can simplify the position. So yeah, it's difficult to find this tactical strike with g6 sacrifice. So I expect Christina to trade the queens. This is what she can do according to her style. Oh, maybe this endgame is in your favor, is in her favor because the bishop is bad, but at the same time she could win the game really fast, but in this position it's approximately equal. Queen e4, yeah, he offers a trade. However, it would be better for him to offer a trade on f5, not on e4. Okay, bishop e3, protecting the pawn. e5, bishop c4 will be played. Knight b4, threatening with knight c2. Strong move. Rook c1, knight c2, rook c7, and white is strategically winning. e4 is a weakness. Yeah, of course, rook c1 should be played, with no doubt. Actually, rook c1, knight a2, maybe this move might work, because then rook a4. Okay, so these, rook c4, b5. b5 is quite strong. Then rook c7, no. So this move, wait, oh no, she decided to save the pawn. Knight c2, rook c1, knight takes e3, king takes e3, this pawn dies anyway. No, it's better to keep a bishop pair actually. It's obvious that this position is in white favor. So knight d3, bishop d3, it takes d3, then probably rook d1. And I can't evaluate this position properly. White is better, but it's endgame with bishops of opposite color. Bishop e7. So he solves the problem. Actually, this knight can occupy the d5 square, which is even better. a3, knight c2. Then here, yeah, maybe a3 should be played because, okay, wait. What if we do this and then rook c7? But if rook c1, I believe rook c8 is played. However, then trade and play a3. No, rook c1 is the best move. No, at least rook c1 is better than a3 because here knight c2, rook c1, knight e3, king here, bishop c6. It's in white favor, but what about this move, knight d3? How to play then? King g3, maybe. What do you think? Knight b2. Okay, check. Oh, that's a blunder. King d3, bishop b5, king d2. Okay, knight c2 now. Okay, now king d2. No, that was a mistake. It was better to play knight c2 first, rook c1, and then bishop b5. Wait, no, there is no difference. Okay, so rook f1, bishop takes f1, a takes b4, and this is a draw. Unfortunately, this is a draw. Yeah, white has to take. So all pawns are located on dark squares. The number of pawns is equal. Time to agree for a draw, I think. None of the sides can succeed in this position. Bishop e4, king e3, and nothing that a black can do to win. Maybe d5 would work. But it's difficult to create a passed pawn. So that's why I would say maybe something like that would work. Just to get a better position. I mean, to better than it was, because actually this is a draw, with no doubt. King e3. No, a6, king e3 then. Then king f4, king e5. King g7. Here, king g6. King here. That would make sense. King e5, then bishop c4. No, bishop c4 here. King e5 should be played. King e5, e3. No, this move cannot be played anyway. Maybe it's a good choice. Okay, let's play this move. Yeah, okay, let's try. King e5. Please give some practical chances to win. Because, bishop e5. No, it's a draw. Okay, guys, come on. Start a new one. Okay, now the game becomes boring. Why? Because no one can get a progress. Okay. This move. I don't know. Anything, even this move, bishop f6 then. Bishop f6 now would work. Bishop f6, bishop e7, for example. Bishop f6, bishop d8. Okay, fine. So what I want you to know, let me show, wait, where is my profile? So first, I want you to remember that this Sunday I'm going to conduct a webinar that is devoted to how to play with two rooks versus queen, or with a queen versus two rooks. If you want to join the webinar, you should register with this link. Right here. So the other thing I want you to know is that these are results of the tournament. Okay, look at this table. So Elliot is the 5th, John is the 4th, Vyacheslav is the 3rd, and now we have a tie break because two people scored 6 of 7. Bishop h4. Nothing is happening. Then bishop f6, for example. Bishop g3. She plays too passively. That's prohibited. However, it's a draw anyway. Okay, so these are final results. And you see that's the guys who got the 4th and the 3rd places already got the prizes. They got the access to my courses on my website. Actually, this is my website. With courses here, if you want, you can join and buy it. Or if you want to ask, then just let me know what question you have. Okay, bishop c4. What's the idea of bishop c4? He just blundered. He just wants to get a draw. Guys, that's a draw. Let's agree to a draw. No one can succeed. But Christina tries. King g6, h5. So bishop f5 with a check should be played. King f4. And then what? Because king g6, king e5. King goes to take this pawn. So Christina gets some practical chances, actually. Yes, she has to go there and take the pawn, if it's possible. But after that, if the bishop is on c4, it's still a draw, because even this extra pawn won't help. If king h5, then there is a counter strike with d5. Bishop h3, clever. King d6, yes. King d6, king c6, king b6, and so on. Maybe it's better to move through the dark squares. She uses dark squares. I would play c5, actually. So she can get another pawn that she is unable to create a distant passed pawn, because this bishop can protect from d3. Yeah, this is what Nadal is doing. Take on a6, king g4, bishop e1. At least white is not risking to lose the game. Bishop f1, because this pawn is important. King f3 here, king c5. Still a draw. And b3. King c5 and b3 should be played. Or b3 right now, maybe. Bishop d2. Or bishop d2 then. I just want a bishop d2 with the idea to play h5. Bishop d2. Or king d6. Bishop d2, good move. King e4, h5. Bishop g5. What else do we have? Bishop e1. King f5. Bishop d6. And if this move, because he always gets this square, so he is able to protect both pawns. White can't succeed in this position. Unfortunately, it's gonna be a draw. Just any king move, for example, king g6. What's going on? He ran out of time. Okay, so I think it's we should ask. Okay, so let's quickly analyze this game. So Lichess provides us with computer analysis, but actually I can tell you without any analysis that that was a drawn position. Okay, so French defense. Bishop e2 is fine. C takes d4, c takes d4. Knight g7, knight e3. Actually, yeah, two popular moves: knight c3, which is considered to be strong, and knight a3. Bishop e7. Castle. A3 here is, but g4 is another strong move. Knight h4, knight takes h4, bishop h4, g5. G5 is the best move, right? Queen d8 is a mistake because of f4. Another option is bishop d3, bishop d3, bishop g5, and queen h5. Yeah, I think bishop d3 is a better move. Okay, let's analyze the game later. So they are playing another one. Now Christina is black. So e4, c5, knight f3, 6, d3, d5, queen e2. What to play in this position? So I played a similar position against Valadar Murzin. He is international master. Now I played when he was a FIDE master, and that time I was a candidate master. But you know, he is a quite a good and talented player. He is a champion of Europe under 18, while he was just 13. He was a champion. So, and I actually outplayed him without any problems. Okay, bishop e7, g3, 6. So what is she doing? We definitely didn't analyze this position. She's doing some weird moves. Knight c6 should be played, of course. Knight c6 and knight f6. And instead of bishop e7, I think the best way to play in this position is to probably take. Another move is to play knight e7, g6, and bishop g7. This is we analyze this strategy. So g3, b6, bishop g2, bishop b7, castle, knight f6. And if e5, then she gonna go back with your knight. This is what I expect to happen. Yeah, e5, exactly. Knight goes to d7, the other knight goes to c6. c3. Why c3? He wants to play d4 and build a chain. But what? So maybe it's not a big problem. Queen c7 is not a good move here. Knight c6 should be played instead, because now d4 and the queen is not doing anything on c6. Ah, queen c7 is a tricky move because of d4, then bishop a6. But at the same time, queen c7 is not really doing much right now. It was better for black to castle. Rook a1, fine. Just castle. Knight c6, and if knight c6, then d4, of course. d4, c takes, d4, c takes, d4. No, it's not a good idea to take on d4 right now. So probably d4, what? Castle. Bishop f4. h6. So looks like she's not going to castle that side. She's going to castle queen side. And if g5, g5 is coming there, that can be a strong attack for black now on the king side. So h4, I'm sure, should be played, and then black castles queen side with the idea to get the rook to g file and play g5. Yeah, castle queen side is a risky, of course, but I think it makes sense because white is focused on the king side attack. Okay, rook g8, so she definitely wants to castle queen side. So rook g8 and g5 is coming. G5, h takes g5, h takes g5. If bishop goes back, c1 probably. Then g4 and this pawn is hanging. That's the idea of this clever move. But okay, now g5, g5, bishop h g5, h g5, queen g4 to pin, but then just castle. Mm-hmm. It's difficult to find what to do, so probably take and what? Definitely the white, so Dadal should take on g5 in this position. Otherwise, g takes h4 and some strong attack on the bishop on g2. H takes g5, h takes, yeah, h takes g5. Bishop retreats. D2 is not set. Yeah, D2 is a good choice because knight goes through a3 to c2 or b5. So bishop d2, but then knight goes to which of them? For some reason, I think that the c knight should go there. Yeah, the c knight. Then maybe white wants to play f4, but f4 is not a big problem. So bishop d2, knight takes f4. Just retreat with the knight, because if f takes g5, bishop g5, bishop takes on g5, rook takes g5, I think white is fine. I mean, black is fine. Sorry, bishop d2. Yeah, this is what we expected. Now this pawn should be taken with one of the knights. This knight, I would take with the c knight for, I don't know why, but okay. Well, f4 or what? F4 to hope that the spin can be created, but no, f4 just knight goes d7 back, and that's it. Knight a3, that makes sense. Maybe castle, knight b5. Yeah, here castle, knight b5, queen b8. Oh, that's another clever move. Yeah, to take on d3. So looks like white is losing. Now the second pawn is hanging, and I don't know what to do in this position for white. So probably c4, d takes c4, knight takes c4. Another, okay, c4, yeah. If d takes c4, knight takes c4. And then this bishop can be activated. So c4 is the only move, and knight d4 cannot be played. So c4, knight d4, this knight is hanging. That's the problem. So what to do? Take once. Yeah, maybe take once. If knight takes c4, then take for the second time, d takes c4, and then just castle queenside. Then play bishop b7 and simplify the position. I think that would be the best choice. If d takes c4, d takes c4, castle, and everything is fine, I think. Knight b5 is coming. That can be a problem. Wait, actually, she can castle right now. Oh, yeah, this is the best option to castle right now, because then if she takes d5, first bishop d3, and then it takes d5. I think so. If after castle knight b5, what move looks really strong in this position, then queen b8. Okay, so she took, probably hoping that knight takes on c4 in this position. Oh, d takes c4 makes sense too, actually. Then castle. Knight d7, no, it doesn't make sense. Bishop, no, I just castle. The king safety is should be black priority. So white is spending really much time. D takes c4. Okay, castle. Anyway, that's the best option. What else can be played? Nothing. Yeah, knight b5 now is a strong move. And knight b5, but knight b5 just queen b8. Queen b8 looks good. Yeah, it should be fine. Because if black takes on b5, knight b5, bishop takes, c takes b5, and this knight has to move. And after the knight moves, the other knight on e5 is hanging. So I think this is what Nadal keeps in his mind right now. So I expect him to play this move. However, then even queen d7 can be played. Queen b8 is not obligatory. The pawn is well protected. So queen d7, rook d1. Oh, bishop c3. Bishop d6. Bishop isn't. No, bishop d6, knight b5. So this knight has to move d3 because d7 doesn't really look good. So d3, rook d1. It's hanging now, but knight to b4. Offering a rook trade. Maybe that's the best choice. Because knight d7 doesn't look good. So knight g6, maybe. I was also thinking about this option, but knight b5. And then what? Queen d7, d7, then rook d1. Queen b7 doesn't look good. So queen b8 cannot be played. So after this move, black has to take. Then this knight moves, and something like queen e4 with a strong attack on a8 and b7. Maybe this is the idea of white. This is how white can get a counterplay in this position. Okay, queen f3, another clever move. And what then? So yeah, so it's a double attack. So knight g6 was a mistake. Knight d3 was a better move. No, this is hanging. And what about knight d5 move here? No. No, it won't work, of course. Bishop b7, queen f7, and e6 is a weakness. That's the point. Difficult to find how to play. No, bishop b7 should be played anyway, I think. Because what else if not this? Oh, this move, queen f7. That's the problem. Okay, so bishop b7 looks to be the most logical move here. And knight b5, queen b8. Oh, she played with this knight. And no, that's a mistake, Christina. This is a mistake. Bishop e5, bishop e5. Rook takes e5, queen takes... no, it's not. Okay. Bishop e5, knight e5, rook e5, queen takes e5. And he queen e8, queen b8. And because if king goes to the 7th rank, then just... I'll show you. If king goes to d7, queen a7, and this one is hanging. There is also bishop c6. Yeah, bishop c6 with a strong attack. So what else? Bishop e5, knight e5, queen e8, king d7. Okay, so bishop e5, knight e5, rook takes e5, queen takes e5, then queen e8, queen b8, and then just a perpetual check, queen c6, queen e8. This is in the black favor. So bishop e5, knight e5, queen e8 now, because now queen b8 cannot be played, but king d7 can be. Okay, what if rook e5, knight e5, queen b8, king d7? No, it won't work. So it looks like knight g5 is okay move. However, Datal is thinking he's spending his time. That's why maybe Black has more practical chances. Knight b5 is not a good choice. Okay, so bishop a5, bishop a5. Oh no. So he wants to repeat the position. Knight d3 should be played. And then knight b4. Or just bishop f6, f4. G takes f4, g takes f4, knight d7, for example. I just don't want to create a pin with this move. f6 is another choice. Yeah, f6 is probably another choice. f4, g takes f4, g takes f4. Okay, she just repeats the position to offer a draw, but I don't know. I think white is better here with queen e4, or maybe knight b5 first, bishop b5, c takes b5, then this knight goes anywhere, maybe to d4, and then this move with a strong attack. At least for me, this attack looks like a strong attack. Okay, knight b5, clever. So now bishop takes. Otherwise, actually, this is the best choice. What else? Because if queen moves, no, queen moves to b7, then bishop c6. Actually, it doesn't really matter where the queen moves. Bishop c6 is the next move, because after queen takes c6, knight takes a7 fork. So there is nothing to think about. Bishop b5 should be played automatically. Yeah, of course. And then what do we have? So, of course, knight b8 is the first alternative, because here the knight protects this king. So it's not a big problem. Yeah, I think this is what Christina gonna play. Maybe knight d4 also looks... Oh, it was a surprise. So knight d4, what if queen e4? Queen e8 and so on, then rook d1. Maybe she keeps in mind the idea to play something like f5. Okay, rook d4. Now queen f3. What then? f5? No, f5 can't be played. Bishop d6. Bishop d6, queen here. Queen b8. Bishop d8 can be played actually. Maybe bishop d8 is better. This knight is not participating in the game yet. Queen e8 is not a big problem. There is this move can be played always. So what white should do in this position? Knight g4. Rook d1 maybe. Oh, no. Okay, rook f8. So she allows this move, of course, because then queen b8. Bishop b7, king to c7, and the queen has to be traded. Knight g4, right, exactly. But then f5 with a tempo. Knight e5 cannot be played. Yeah, f5 can be played. f5, knight moves, and then g4 to get rid of this queen. If queen wants, it can move to a8, but queen b8 offering another trade. Then, for example, queen retreats to c6, then black blocks on c7. So yeah, I think f5 should be played. f5, knight e5 is not doing much because knight takes knight. f5 makes this pawn a weakness, but this pawn can be protected. It can be even pushed. So f5, knight e3, g4, f5, knight e3, f4 maybe. f4 is a better move because then f takes g3, threatening a discovery attack. Yeah, f5 is definitely a good move in this position. Oh, wait, what I'm saying, again, I'm blundering. f5, queen e8, queen b8, queen c6 check, and e6 pawn is hanging. That's the idea, maybe. Okay, so looks like I'm a really bad commentator today. Yeah, it's always difficult to comment when it's not you playing the game. So f5, queen a8, queen b8, queen c6 check. Then if queen c7, then queen takes c6. Even if not queen c7, queen takes c6 is the next move because this knight is hanging too. f5, rook e6, by the way, works. Oh, she blundered. Yeah. Rook e6, f takes g4, queen e8. So f5 is a blunder. Oh, f5, king d7 maybe. Maybe this is the idea. But if rook e6, then what? Yeah, rook e6 should be played here. I think so. Knight e5, interesting. So what's the idea? If knight takes, then what? No, this line won't work. No. Queen takes e5. Queen takes e5, and what? The king escapes even. Queen goes here, king d7. Then what? Bishop c6. King d6. No more checks. Yeah, queen e5, of course. Queen e5. He goes here, then king d8. Wait. Queen e5 here. Queen blocks on c7. Queen e8, king d7, bishop c6. King d6, fine. Black is winning in this position if only he takes the rook. Okay, too many arrows. Maybe g4, another move. Queen e8, king d7. Yeah, g4. So queen e5 is a good move, but g4 is more solid. G4, queen e8, king d7. Yeah, king d7, of course, to protect the weakness. Bishop c6, king d6, and rook e1. Oh my god. You see, guys, bishop c6, king d6, and just rook a e1. Because if the queen is taken, then this is a checkmate. Clever. So king d6 is the only move. No, it won't work. King d6, rook e1, and rook e4. Yes, exactly. So he sacrifices the queen, and if black takes, then rook e6 is a checkmate. So rook e4. Rook e4, rook takes e4, f takes e4. This is what should be played. Because if rook e4, bishop takes e4, then this queen is hanging. Yeah, this is a clever move. If this one, then I believe white can continue the attack. However, even rook f6 looks strong, because it's difficult to find a good spot for the queen. But then queen g8. Rook e4, so she found rook e4. If this rook takes, then f takes e4, the queen is hanging. But this is what he can do. He can take with this rook, and f takes e4 should be played, of course. And then queen b7. Wait, no. This rook, f takes, check, king escapes, queen b7, queen takes b7, bishop takes b7. It's a draw. Yeah, it's gonna be a draw, I think. So now rook d1. Wait, no. Maybe this pawn is more important. Queen b7 then. Queen b7. Black has to take bishop takes, and the pawn on e4 dies. Okay, and this is how white is now better, but looks like the position. Yeah, it will be a draw anyway. So now bishop f6, bishop d4, and there is nothing that white can do to win because f2 or maybe even b2 dies. Oh, bishop f6. Bishop f6, rook d1, bishop d4. So pieces activity is everything. Yeah, exactly. Because if bishop takes here, then just here. If this move, okay, so no, this move was the best one. Bishop d4, exactly. And if rook e2, probably rook f. Oh, okay, rook e2 or rook f3. King g2, a3 cannot be played. Rook e2 should be played now. Then maybe e3. Oh my god, yes. Oh no. e3, f takes e3. No. No, bishop f2. Bishop f2 check, then he goes back. And after rook g4, just rook f2 and take this pawn, because then this is a weakness, and black gets a counterplay. He can even black can even sacrifice the bishop for the pawn on g3. So looks like it's gonna be a draw. But I think white should risk. Oh no. No, that's a draw, of course. e5, f5, e4. Yeah, e5, f5, e4, bishop takes. Oh no, that's a mistake. So bishop e3, no. No, f5 then. F5. I think it's fine. E4, bishop takes e4, king goes here. Oh, that's a draw anyway. G3. Even king goes to b8, and bishop goes from g1 to d4, and it's a draw. And that's it. So g3 doesn't really matter. Or king b d4. Okay, so, okay, fine. Who cares? The bishop can move, and that's it. There is nothing that white can do to succeed in this position. b6. Passive defense. It's better to keep the piece active, but okay. Okay, so it's gonna be a draw, and if in case of a draw, the score will be 1.5 to half, and Christina will be the winner. Yeah, there is nothing that white can do to succeed in this position. Maybe the best way is just to get the bishop somewhere here and just make these two moves. Bishop b2, bishop a1, and so on. Bishop a5. Yeah, bishop a5, bishop a1 is another way to force a draw. Bishop b4. Yeah, no chances. No chances. Okay, let's maybe quickly finish the analysis of the first game. Oh, the chess is down. However, the game is played, but it shows that the chess is down. Okay. Okay, fine. So thank you for watching this tie break. And I want to invite you to the webinar that I'm going to conduct this Sunday. It's about how to play with two rooks versus queen. So to register for the webinar, please click on this link here. You can also find it on my profile. This is my profile on chess.com. So this is webinar 34. You can also click here to watch how to control the center. I prepared a special video where I give 5 tips so that can practically help you to control the center of the board. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube. What else? Okay, so it's draw finally. Finally, it's a draw analysis board. So this is my profile. So you may follow me on chess.com. This is my nickname here. What else? So let's quickly analyze the game. I think the second game. And of course, my congratulations to Christina. Now she is a winner because she outplayed Dadal in this tiebreak. However, I was really wondering that Dadal ran out of time in the first game because it was absolutely a drawish end game, even without 2 pawns. Black could save the position. Okay, so probably Lichess is not working. That's why we won't analyze this. Thank you for watching it. Hope to see you on the webinar.